Last year we released the Germanium Tumnus, which is the little mini pedal. And I mentioned that there would be a Germanium Tumnus Deluxe with the last remainder of the diodes. And here we are. The last Germanium diodes from the batch that we bought are now installed in the limited edition Tumnus Deluxe. But maybe you're not sure what I'm talking about. To understand the Germanium Tumnus, we need to talk a bit about Klon history. So when Bill designed the original Klon, the tube screamer and just a handful of other drive circuits were the only thing available at that time, really. But for Bill, they just added too much of their own flavor. He needed an overdrive that could gently push his amp to its best, making the good tones even better. So he built it himself, naming it the Klon Centaur. Today, if you're looking at original Centaurs, you're talking thousands of dollars when buying used. They're a go-to for tons of musicians who love the extra punch and the fullness that it brings to the guitar tone. The overdrive tones on this pedal are legendary as well. It's fantastic for getting that edge of breakup tone, and it only gets thicker, chewier, and more musical the harder you push it. Some feel that the Klon pedal's unique sound actually comes from its special germanium diodes, which have a specific forward voltage that contributes to compression and some gain. So since these diodes aren't made anymore, it makes the pedal even more rare and desirable. Many clones, like my original Tumnus Deluxe, strive to capture the Klon's magic. However, finding these exact germanium diodes is about as easy as finding Atlantis or Bigfoot or the flat earth wall. So many clones, including our Tumnus pedals, swap in different diodes. These still sound great, but they do have a bit of their own twist. Let's talk a little bit more about the Tumnus circuits. They're not exact copies of the Klon, especially this one. It's very close. And that's intentional, but I do like to add a personal touch to things, like I've talked about a million times. And in the case of the deluxe version here, more EQ options, more gain, and true bypass or buffered bypass, just among a few of the things. The Tumnus honors the Klon legacy, but has its own unique identity, making it a popular pedal in its own right. And as I mentioned in the video before, we found a stash of electronically identical germanium diodes to the originals. Half of them went to the little mini Tumnus, little mini Germanium Tumnus, and then the other half that we had went to this, the Germanium Tumnus Deluxe. These diodes are the heart and soul of this pedal, of course. But let's take a closer look at the Germanium Tumnus Deluxe. If you're familiar with our standard non-germanium version, you're already familiar with the tone controls. Active bass and mids, treble control from the original circuit, volume and gain, of course, and a hot switch that really adds a lot more gain whenever you have the gain control turned up past pretty much noon or so, just based on the way it works. And I've talked about this before. The way these circuits work, the Klon circuits, it's basically two circuits in one. You have a clean boost, essentially, and a distortion circuit. So as you're right here, as the gain's all the way down, it's like full clean boost and very little of the gain. And as you turn it up, you're sort of turning down the clean boost while turning up the gain and the gain circuit and kind of blending all this stuff in. And that's just how it works. You're blending in the distortion, the drive, the clean signal, and it really it's a really unique way of doing it. So it's pretty cool. For this next particular amp, I'm going to use an amp made by a company named Crap. It's a company based in the Ukraine, and this is a Mesa Mark III clone, basically. Great clone, so check them out, and here you go. But there are tons of Klon-style overdrives out there today. Many of them sound fantastic, I won't lie. But let's not forget the original Tumnus Deluxe here. It has carved its own path and has become a favorite among a lot of guitarists. And it's not going anywhere, I promise you. However, the Germanium Tumnus Deluxe does take a step closer to the original Klon, thing. As you just heard, these rare germanium diodes really do add just sort of a something that's really cool that many other clones just kind of seem to lack. Are these germanium diodes better than the original Tumnus diodes? Well, that's really up to you. The original diodes in this gold one do sound great. Nice and crunchy and minimum compression, but the germanium diodes are a little bit different. They are a little more compressed. They have a little bit of a different clipping structure and sort of a different gain texture altogether. And you might be wondering, well, why should I buy this when I already have this? Why should I buy the new Tumnus when I already have the old Tumnus? Well, they actually complement each other beautifully. Stack them together, it's amazing. Some may prefer the silicon gold diode original, some may not. Others, the germanium Tumnus, may be more your thing, though it does cost a little bit more. But it's not just for collectors, it's also for anyone who really loves unique pedals. So whether you're after a versatile overdrive that's as effective as a clean boost as it is for a warm overdrive tone, looking to add the trademark crunch to your pedal board, so to speak, or if you're just a general Klon tone enthusiast, I think you'll love the Germanium Deluxe here. But here's the thing, I bought each and every one of these germanium diodes that were available to us. So this does mean it's a very limited edition pedal. Well, once these diodes are gone, just like on the Tumnus Mini Germanium, we have to discontinue it. So if you want authentic Klon style tone on your pedal board without breaking the bank, you'll want to act fast. I'll put the link in the description and you'll want to check it out quick because last time these went in about an hour and a half, which totally floored me. So anyways, thanks for watching. Check it out. These are only available direct. So wamplerpedals.com, probably our reverb store, I'm guessing. So check it out there now. It's not available at retailers. See you next time in a new video.